worth trying to beat the Philippine system. What I'm talking about is property, because I hear people like looking for loopholes and everything else on it. Like, how do you get ownership, split the properties? A lot of the time, the people that would encourage you to do that are quite willing to take everything from you. And this is just from other people's experiences. I'd be very wary of Filipinos that offer helping you become a partner on a subdivision with a shared ownership and all this sort of stuff, and put it in your favour, because every person I know that's been involved in something like that has come unstuck. If anybody has had a positive or negative outlook on doing something similar, please put it in the comments. Share your experiences. But I do know that a lot of people have been ripped off, because what happens is they change the rules. They utilize things in other ways that make life very difficult. I remember on, where was it? Was it Bantayan? There was a armed siege between a resort owner and a local mayor, where the resort owner was on the first floor, which in the UK we have ground and first, because I know Americans have first is the ground, but they were on the upper floor, and the ground floor was basically controlled by the mayor, because they've been fighting for weeks between the two floors because the mayor was trying to take the resort from him, because it had become successful and he suddenly decided he could grab it. These things go on quite a lot in the Philippines. You don't hear much about it, but it's very, very common. If you get the Sun Star and stuff like that, if you don't read a lot of newspapers, I recommend just reading the odd article out of the Sun Star, because you'll see in the back a lot of stuff goes on. There was a dispute a while back where some relatives had sold some land. Now, this is one of the news stories, and basically what happened was a relative then come and murdered the woman that had sold the land, and the daughter was a witness, and she only escaped because she jumped through the window while a relative was trying to kill her. The dispute was on land ownership. Land ownership is one of the big issues in the Philippines. People do kill each other over it, even families. So this is what I'm saying. Is it worth going through the aggravation of going, oh, well, I found a loophole, this or what? I invest in the Philippines in a very simple way. I invest in anything I can afford to lose. I see it as a write-off. I don't see it as an investment long term. I don't see it as anything else. I just see it as I've spent the money, it's there. If it's gone tomorrow, I'll just have to accept it. It may sound a bit blasé or, you know, a bit defeatist, but it's the easiest way to deal with it, because when you try and fight for this or that, this is where the problems get involved. But also, if you're switched on to the fact that people will try and take stuff off you, you don't invest as much. You don't invest stuff that you can't afford to lose, which is the main thing. Don't over-invest. It's like with property. It's very easy to rent. I mean, you look at the cost of construction and stuff. A lot of the rentals work out cheaper than actually constructing a place over a period of time. I know a lot of guys buy places because they know they're going to pop the clogs at some point and want to leave an asset for their wife, etc. But there is other things you could leave behind, other investments. You just need to see what's worth investing in. But yeah, property rentals can make money. That's why I say build smaller units if you're actually going to do it. But then again, it's on family land. Own it 100%. Get your wife to own it 100%. Don't get into, well, I don't trust the wife. I trust these guys to get involved with their lawyers, blah blah blah. Lawyers are involved in a lot of stuff that they shouldn't be in the Philippines. There's a lot of bad lawyers. If you don't trust your wife, or if you trust a lawyer more than your wife, you're on a problem on both levels. You shouldn't be trusting anybody that much. But like I said, with the wife, you invest what you can afford to lose. Personally, I have no problem with investing in anything with my wife. My wife's gold. But I know some people have other issues, but that's another story. All right, thanks for watching. Yeah.